And we are underway here. Welcome to this broadcast between Arizona Arsenal and Ventura County Fusion. It is the second of two meetings here. The first time the boys from Ventura County come to face the boys in white and teal as Blaze Hardy plays that up. It is going to be a relatively humid night here today as the Desert Gunners are looking to get a win in their first game back at the stadium since being forced out due to the Copa America, as that ball's going to be forced out of play. It is a throw in. Ball's going to be played around with. And it's going to be played back. It looked like Carter Boucher is the one that clipped that up. He was looking for one of the strikers in starting lineups for Arsenal are as follows. Donovan Partizan, again, another starting goal. He's essentially won the starting job. Left back is going to be Zeke Zambrano with Carter Boucher and Ignatius D. Mark as the center back pairing with Shamai Kamara as the right back. A midfield three rather of Eduardo Serrano, Blaze Hardy, Ed Ojowit with Caden Cameron, Michael Huss, and Bryce Backlund being the three strikers. Ventura County Fusion, on the other hand, they are starting a 4-4-2. It's a more traditional form with Casopo Depot as the goalkeeper, with Arrington, Calderon, Wynnum, and Shaked as the back four. It is a mid four. The first time we've actually seen that here today of Fletcher Bank, Mikel Goling, Eric Serrano, and Roberto Alpolinar, with the two strikers being Marley Edwards and Case Goodman. It is a more traditional formation if you are used to seeing like English tier football, but in America they like to use more of a 4-4-3-3. Here's Kamara. Now, it is a bit of an interesting little broadcast here today. I'm actually out of town for this broadcast as this ball is going to be crossed in. It's the first game back for the boys in black and teal, but it is also one of the first games we've been able to test out the technology here, as that ball is going to be played back up the middle of Ventura County. They're top of the league right now, and they have shown that they are, in fact, a very strong side. Ball's going to be out of play. It's an Arsenal throw. Or rather, Ventura County throw. Field's actually a tad bit shorter than what you would expect. It is two standard. It's a tad bit narrower, if that's a word. As that ball's going to be played in. It's a good chance here for Ventura County, but that one's going to be cleared out by the Desert Gunners. Looks like there might be a foul. There it is. It's going to be a free kick. Michael Huss, the man that was fouled, and he will receive that ball himself here. Going to pass this towards the middle to Kamara. Kamara plays that back to Boucher. Boucher plays it up towards the middle. It's Blaze Hardy, who we usually see in one of the back four, but today's actually going to be starting more towards the middle here. A couple of missing pieces for Arsenal today, so it means that Blaze Hardy is able to take the reins in that midfield spot. He's essentially playing the middle of the park here. He's the center mid, as that one's going to be taken out by Partizan. Going to find Kamara. Kamara plays it back, and now not the greatest pass in the world. It's going to be taken away. Ventura County on the ball again here. And it's to the feet of, it looks like, Goling. And now chances here for Ventura County, but a good clearance by Arsenal. The night is expected to be significantly cooler here, but it felt like about 102 degrees at kickoff as the cross comes in. Now it's a good clearance by Kamara, forced out of play. It is a Ventura County throw. Ventura County won the league last year and are in a similar position again, albeit it is a tad bit more competitive this year. There haven't been truly any bad teams, albeit there is a team at the bottom with only 3 points, but they've been relatively competitive. They actually took Arsenal to the brink in the last home game. It was 3-2. As you can see, the camera's shaking just a tiny bit. That's because the winds are actually blowing at about 10 miles an hour, 14-mile-an-hour gusts. That might affect the gameplay. Ball's going to be out of play here. Goal kick to Arsenal with 5 minutes gone. And considering the month of preparation time, this is a very fantastic field. It's served well for Costa Rica as they had their Copa America campaign. It is incredibly difficult to maintain a field like this, and the ball's going to be played around. It looks like that's Owen Jowett, and Jowett will pass this to his left. Now the ball's going to be kicked in. Looked like it was either Caden Cameron or Bryce Backlund on that, and that ball's going to go over the bar and out of play for a goal kick. So far, no real chances, and as of now, Oladipo hasn't had any real attempts at saving, and neither has Donovan Parazan. No shots have been close so far, as that ball will be played to a Ventura County defender who's going to whip that clear. It's going to find an Arsenal head, and now Ventura County tried to keep that ball in, but instead it's going to be an Arsenal throw. Ball's going to be crossed in here, but no chances given by Arsenal, and it's going to be cleared out and taken away by Ventura County. They will go on the reset. And looks like that's the right back, Jake Shaid, who was on that ball. But he loses it here, and it's going to be cleared out. Ventura County back on the ball again, however. Not the greatest clearance in the world. It's going to be to one of the two strikers, Case Goodman, who's going to play it back to Serrano. And now Goodman tried to pass that to, I believe that was Edwards, but no dice there. And it's going to be cleared out here. And immediately lost, and the number 4 lost his footing, but he's able to regain it here, passes it to Apolinar, and Apolinar will opt to pass this around to the right. They end up switching some things around at Arizona Athletic Grounds. They were able to get some new logoing here. Is that the first opportunity of the game? It's a great one. It's a good save by DP. And it's the first corner of the game for Ventura County. And Ventura County have themselves a corner, knocking on the door on their first goal of this game, and it's still pretty early. Though it looks like it's cool outside, I can assure you that it is not. The humidity has been stricken this area, and especially considering there's a tendency of high winds around Mesa Gateway, that might affect play. And that's a good save from DP. That's his second of the game. And it's going to be cleared out. It's a low line drive ball. Doesn't find anyone in particular. And Ventura County on the attack again. Going to be played around here. Ball's going to find Arrington. Arrington will play that to Apolinar. Apolinar looking for a man on the right, but cannot be found. It's going to be out of play. It's a throw-in for Arsenal. Arsenal will finish out the season at home, barring any sort of disaster like a flood. But considering the lack of rain at the moment, the last couple of games here should be pretty nice and fitted here. And that one's going to be played around. It's going to be Ventura County ball. It's going to go to, it's going to be on the right. Looks like the ref called a foul or a throw in. It's a throw in. It's going to be a throw in to Ventura County. There was charm in having a temporary stadium with about only 300 capacity, but I think it is a very agreeable statement that Arsenal are very glad to be back in the stadium here. As that ball's going to be played up. It's going to be kicked around here. Blaze Hardy finds Jowett. Jowett tried to spin around, and now he's actually that. It's either Jowett or Zambrono. I apologize in advance. It's a little hard from the screen to see the numbers, but right now that is Blaze Hardy who's going to play that back to Boucher. Boucher will pass this around. He was looking for DeMarc, and he finds him. Now it's more long play here. Now a chance here for Arsenal. It looks like Michael Huss was trying to get this up the field, but instead it's going to be out of play. It's still going to be an Arsenal throw. About 12 minutes gone here. My assumption is that we will have a water break at about the 30-minute mark, as is the standard for USL2 in hot conditions. And despite the fact that it looks cloudy, it is right now about 98 degrees with about 20% humidity, increasing the temperature by a couple of degrees. In fact, increasing the required consumption of water due to the increased amount of sweat. There's some biology for you kids. Long throw in, and a Ventura County player's on the end of it, and he will head that away. It's going to find the number 10 Case Goodman, and Goodman, he's trying to get around, and that's a good play. Good bit of play there by Eduardo Serrano. He's protesting that ball went off of Case Goodman, but it's going to be a Ventura County throw. Throw-in's going to be taken here by VC, and now it's going to be played back, and looking to switch up the field. It's going to go to the right side. And now played back. Still on it with Ventura County Fusion. Arsenal not really pressing here now. That might have come back to bite him. It's a great chance there, but it's just wide. It's out of the reach of Partizan, but luckily it's just a little wide of the goal, and it will be a goal kick. Goal kick will be taken short to DeMarc. DeMarc will find Boucher. Boucher will play it to his keeper. And DP thought about just hooking up the field. Instead, he's going to pass it to DeMarc. DeMarc thought about passing it to his right back, but instead it's going to go up here. Michael Huss on the end of it. Couldn't keep it in play, however, it's a throw-in for Ventura County. Funny thing, on my little road trip that I took before arriving at my vacation spot, we actually ended up passing the home of Coachella FC. They had a billboard on the I-10, and I just was informed there was a possibility of a lightning delay. I thought it was just clouds here, but I was mistaken. This place is very susceptible to lightning, and speaking of lightning, there was a strike by Ventura County, but it's a good save from DP. Again, he's going to have to be on his A game against this team at the top of the table. Wouldn't be the first lightning delay that Arsenal have had, not even against the California team. The actual fun little fact, the very first game of Arsenal's first ever campaign in the USL2 was delayed by about 30 minutes due to lightning. The referee's going to call advantage here. That was a bit of hard play there, and that could result in a Ventura County goal here, but it's good play from the Arsenal defense. Of course, as soon as I leave, there's a possibility of rain. Makes me sad. I love monsoon rain. It's the greatest thing that Arizona produces, besides our wonderful winters, of course. But anyway, that's beside the point. It is Ventura County on the ball here. pass this ball around. Going to be played to the right wing here. I believe that is Jake Shaid. Going to pass this up the middle here. It's Goling. Now chances here for Apollina. Apollina will play this to Arrington. And the wind is starting to pick up again, and that's not a good sign if you're a neutral, considering that lightning is in the area. It's a good sign if you are just an Arizona citizen, not really into this game, because rain is very much needed in this area. Luckily, this is an El Nino year, apparently. Or, I don't remember what the exact name of the storms that come around this area are, but either way, there is decent chance of rain here. And that's going to be cleared out by Ventura County. Ball's still in play. And now VC, chance with the counterattack. Arsenal do have the numbers. Instead, it's going to be taken away by VC. And now to Kamara. The screen at the stadium has gone black. Maybe switching for the possible lightning delay. But right now, game is still on here. You can see the sky is not only gray, it's a mixture of gray and brown, so the winds are picking up the dust here. And it's VC on the ball. Played back and played around. It's Matthias Winham. And ball's going to be played. I believe it's still on the feet of VC. It is. And now chances here. Going to be played back to Goling. Goling plays that. Now looks like the right center mid of Apollina on that ball. It's going to be out of play. And it's still VC's ball here. Throw in. VC are taking their time. And now this is a real good chance here. It's either a pass or a cross incoming here. It looks like cross is going to be coming here, but it's good defense by Arsenal. Forces the corner. Corner to be taken here. And that's a great chance for VC. Ball is out of play. Looks like that is going to be called a corner. And it is going to be a corner. It's a corner for VC again. Good play by Arsenal to keep things out of the net. But it's still a corner here for VC. They were able to fix the Titantron during the renovations to the stadium in welcoming Costa Rica here. Good save by DP. And the chance for VC is gone at the moment. And now is Zeke Zambrano on the wing as we approach the 20-minute mark. We played to Blaze Hardy in the middle. Blaze Hardy, now it's going to be played back. It's DeMarc or Boucher. It looks like actually it is going to be DeMarc who's going to wallop that in. It's Michael Huss who's trying to get on the end of it. It's out of play. Can't see the referee's hand now. I see it. It's going to be a throw into Arsenal as the winds start to blow. And, they're blowing even more now. This is not a good sign. The camera's very much shaking here. Ref is stopping play at the moment. If it is a lightning delay, get the heck inside. Ref is... Okay, everything is just stopped at the moment. I don't know if it's an injury. Camera's shaking very significantly. We're apparently playing Drunk Simulator right now. The camera's going to the side. Oh dear. I see the looks like I see the camera is stopped. I'm assuming that means we are going on a lightning delay. 20 minutes into the game, and yeah, the wind was definitely blowing heavily here, and we are going to be in a lightning delay from what I can see at the moment. I will get confirmation from my sources back in Arizona. I don't know if that was a malfunction with the camera. It actually so there is no lightning delay at the moment. We do not know what's going on the field. The referee actually there is a pause in play. The camera was being blown. I think the gusts have increased significantly. It was originally 14 miles an hour, but Gateway in that entire area is known for having some relatively funky weather, which is kind of unfortunate considering there is an airport nearby, but that's neither here nor there. Referee has paused this match. Don't know if we're going into a lightning delay or if that's just the wind. Usually, if you remember last year, we were in a lightning delay, and that was via request of the higher-ups that were running the park. But as of right now, the referee is still yet to make a decision. And it looks like, yep, there's a lightning delay. No, it's not a lightning delay. That I thought everyone was walking in, but instead that's going to be, in fact, Arsenal ball here. Okay, the screen is getting kind of shaky. I apologize. The winds are getting. Now, looks like VC are on the ball again, but the winds are very much in a howling mood at the moment. It almost looks like we are on the San Bernardino Fault at the moment with the way that the winds are making the camera just obey it at this point. It's Ventura County on the ball again. Credit to the cameraman. I do not know who's running the camera today. We have a multitude of people who volunteer, but whoever the cameraman is, toast to you. It is a very difficult job. I tried being the cameraman for like 5 seconds. I sucked at it. I will be the first to admit. As Ventura County Fusion crossing that in, it's going to be deflected. Still in play here. And now it will be out of play. It's still going to be Ventura County throw. Well, there will be some additional time, most likely, due to the wind stoppage. And as you can see, the field is like the surrounding areas of the field are looking darker and darker. Granted, the sun is setting, but you can see it is looking a tad bit ominous here. And now I can't even see where the ball is. I don't know if there was a goal scored or if. Okay. Looks like play is still going on here. I believe it is an Arsenal defenseman who has the ball. It is. And now it is a chance for the Desert Gunners. Play to the midfield now. Looks like that's Owen Jowett on the ball. And now play towards the middle here. This wind. As there is some much needed assistance here. I believe that's why the wind delay happened. Ventura County lost their tent. And now are just victims of the wind. I believe Arsenal will be suffering the same fate as well. Unfortunately, we only have a limited amount of staff here as VC's tent is put down. Of course, in the event of a lightning delay, we do have locker rooms in the area that will be used to shield everyone here. The original temporary locker rooms that Legacy put up before the new ownership were taken down, and they are expected to be replaced. But considering the struggles of the previous ownership, it will take a lot to get that stuff back. But considering that they were still allowed to have the oh my goodness, oh, that's another bit of, oh my, that's a large piece of, I believe, plastic that just came onto the field. As that ball is it's going to be a throw-in for Ventura County, but my goodness, man, I could have told stories to my grandchildren if I was here. That's unfortunate, but you know what? To each his own. It's a throw-in for Ventura County. Apparently, when you mix fusion with gunpowder, you get massive storms. At least that's what it seems like in the case of this game. As that ball is going to be played out, it's going to be Ventura County ball again. Still on Ventura County. And now you can see, if you're focusing on the tents of Arsenal, that one, Arsenal's tent is starting to blow over now. As the players are, I think the players are opting to move away from the tent itself. And now there's some blowing dust on the field. This is a dangerous situation here. It's actually blowing in the direction of the player that was crossing it in. Hopefully no one got any dust in their eye. I could see some Arsenal players rubbing their eye. You're not supposed to rub it, but of course you can't help it. And I think that might be the last straw. Never mind, DP is going to get that ball. It's going to be a goal kick. Now it's just any time you see the players walking towards the sideline, you'll automatically think, okay, maybe we might be postponing this for a little bit. Right now it's still game on at the moment. Arsenal, man, their first game back here at their home field. It's a little bit of a doozy here. We're still getting that water break at 30 minutes, and that's when the referees will discuss what to do about the situation, if we're going to be in a delay or if we're going to just keep going. It's apparently super dry and dusty right now. The winds have basically ruled out the humidity here. The Ventura County Fusion, you know what winds can cause? Some very unorthodox looking goals, and we might be seeing one right here. Crosses in. It's going to be deflected out for a corner. And if the rate winds blow up to like 30 miles an hour, there's a chance that if DP keeps that ball a little too high, it might roll back to him and into his own net if he gets a goal kick. Honestly, a corner kick might be a little bit of a dangerous proposition if you're a goalkeeper here with this wind. If the wind is blowing, from what I suspect, towards Donovan's goal, we might actually see an attempt at goal from this corner. But I am only speculating, as I am not actually on the camera. That's more wind being blown. That's more danger. Oh, that's the oh my goodness. Poor assistant referee on the side is getting bombasted by wind. Bombasted might be not be the right word, but one of the right expressions that you can use in this situation is bomboplot, because everything is just going a tad bit crazy. As now the wind is blowing our camera so much that I believe the man that's taking the corner here may have actually gotten dust in his eye, or at least dust somewhere on his person. Play is being paused, as you would expect, considering that a giant dust cloud just came onto the field. Welcome back, Arsenal. You miss your old home? You might not miss it anymore after this, but right now it's a chance here for Ventura County. It's going to be twisted around. That ball is going straight up in the air and blowing towards the sideline. It's going to stay in. Bryce Backlund doing a good job keeping it in. Force it off a Ventura County player for a throw. We're nearing that 30-minute mark for that break. It might be taken a tad bit early here, and it is, in fact, going to be taken early, as this wind is beating the ever-living crap out of our poor camera. As you can see the crowd. The crowd itself is starting to feel it. The poor girl in the blouse, her blouse is starting to wave in the wind like a white flag to deemed surrender here, and it looks like Mother Nature might be forcing this game to enter in a surrender state. There are two people that are actually leaving at the moment. They're saying, I had enough of this. I'd rather just go home on my own, go home and rest on the day of the Lord. As the play is, of course, stopped. We are probably getting a decent amount of additional time here if this game even continues at the moment. But right now, 30 minutes gone, no score, and considering the conditions, that is kind of expected. I just saw the blowing dust that just engulfed some of our players. The camera has stopped, which implies that we might indeed be going on lightning delay. We will, or might be going on delay here. I will confirm with my source. Camera has stopped, which implies that we might be going into a delay here. 32 minutes would pass. I don't know if that clock is going to continue or if we're just going to... Obviously, the clock won't continue. The clock would stop if we're in a postponement situation. But as of right now, the clock is still going up on our screen. That will be subject to change. Oh, never mind. The camera just disconnected. That makes sense. So the game is still somehow continuing, despite the fact that there was a giant dust cloud that just gulfed over the field. In fact, gave the camera the knockout blow that unfortunately you would expect, considering it was getting a haymaker of uppercuts from Mother Nature's windy fist. But anyway, we're in the 33rd minute, 32nd, heading towards the 33rd minute. We will update you if there is any goals, but right now the camera is being fixed as we are anticipating some more interesting Kim Caboodle. Let's see. While we're at it, might as well go over the USL League 2 scores. There's over 100 teams in this league. Let's see. We will go to, let's see, what day do we want to cover? Most likely yesterday, Saturday, had a decent bit of action here, and we will get started. Tampa Bay United in a sort of local derby match. They beat Miami AC by a final score of 3-2. Brookhouse beat Inner Gainesville 4-3. Bavaria United suffered a defeat at the hands of Thunder Bay Chill. That's a heck of a name. Nova and Charlottesville Blues draw at 3. Buffalo and Kings Hammer. Buffalo hammering Kings Hammer 5-2. AC Connecticut and Boston Bolts, a New England derby. That finishes at 1-1. Capistrano, oh boy, speaking of Coachella, wow, that's a pretty bad 8-1. 8-1 Capo beats Coachella. That's in San Juan Capistrano. That's one of the matchups that we would be focusing on. Ann Arbor, of Ann Arbor, Michigan fame, they beat Lansing in somewhat of a college derby. They beat them 5-3. Oakland County beat South Bend Lions by a final score of 5-0. Brave beat Florida Elite 2-1. Virginia Beach United beat Christos FC 3-1. There is no official scoreline from Breneva Fire and Nona. Flint City Bucks beat Kalamazoo 4-3. Reading United and Real Central New Jersey tie at 1-1. Carolina Dynamo beat Tobacco Road 2-1. And SC United Bantamas beat West Virginia Chaos 3-0. Minneapolis City beat Rochester FC 2-0. And Peoria beat St. Charles 2-1. Southern Soccer Association beats Athens United by a final score of 3-1. Seacoast United beat Boston City 4-0. Sarasota Paradise beat St. Petersburg by a final score of 2-1. Asheville City beat East Atlanta 3-0. Morris Elite beat Ironbound 3-0. Hudson Valley Hammers beat Westchester Flames by a final score of 2-1. Mississippi Brilla beat Louisiana Crew 2-1. Crew spelled Krewe. Corpus Christi traveled to Houston and beat them 3-1. Virginia Marauders beat Pontex Football Athletic Club 3-2. Birmingham Legion 2, one of the championship academy sides, they draw with Dothan United. Chicago City and the Chicago Derby with Chicago Dutch Lions beat them 5-1. Des Moines Menace beat Riverlight 4-1. Little Rock Rangers beat Blue Goose 5-0. New Mexico United defeat Utah Avalanche. New Mexico United 2 beat Utah Avalanche by a final score of 2-1. And United PDX of Portland fame beat West Seattle Junction 4-0. Redlands beat ASMG 1-0. Another important thing in the standings. I guess while I'm looking, I might as well check Friday's games to keep everyone occupied. In fact, I was actually near the stadium where the national champion Ballard FC play their games. It's quite a nice stadium. It's turf, of course, as you would expect from the Seattle area, considering how cold it gets up there. But here we go. Wake beat Charlotte Eagles 2-1 in Friday's matchups. The Pioneers beat Blackwash 4-1. Fort Wayne beat Dayton Dutch Lions 3-1. Westchester United second team beat Ocean City Northeasterns 1-0. Ollie Town beat Capital 2-1. Funny enough, Ventura County Fusion, the team that are playing today, they lost to FC Tucson 2-1. And speaking of the national champions, Ballard beat Mid Lakes United 2-1. Alameda beat Monterey Bay 2-1. Screen has gone black. That might be a good thing for the update. Still 0-0 on the scoreline according to the score here. We obviously are not able to get any signal at the moment. It is a very, very difficult task to keep that up. We'll get some updates from the game here. And we've reached the 38-minute mark. We're still trying to figure out if there is a goal in this game here. Let's see. I guess we can check the USL Championship while we're at it. As we will check with in the USL Championship here. There's a Oakland Roots beat Orange County SC 2-0. Las Vegas Lights beat Pittsburgh Riverhounds 2-0. Let's see, any more games that we can see here. Sacramento Republic, the former U.S. Open finalists, they beat Hartford Athletic 1-0. New Mexico United, while down the man, beat San Antonio FC 3-2. Colorado Springs Switchbacks beat Monterey Bay FC 1-0. Louisiana City, a 4-goal display against Birmingham Legion. They beat them 4-1. Loudoun United beat Tampa Bay Rowdies 2-0. And Detroit City FC dismantling of the championship Miami side 4-0. And speaking of Friday's game, the reason why Danny Stone got fired, Memphis 901-5, Phoenix Rising 1. Charleston Battery beating North Carolina FC 5-2. North Carolina getting a red card. Rhode Island beating El Paso Locomotive 3-0. As we continue play here, no goals that I know of. As the camera is slowly being repaired here. That camera was taking a beating for those who are joining us. Still 0-0 between Arsenal and Ventura County. It is very, very windy conditions. Possible lightning in the area, which great for the grass, not so great for playing a game of soccer. Although the British might laugh at us in the face for the not being able to play in the rain and lightning, we laugh at their faces for calling a 78-degree day a 78-degree days heat wave days. Anyway, 40 minutes gone. No goals to report as of yet. And, of course, we will be notified of any goals that we will find. Still 0-0, of course. Arsenal, if things are actually correct, they are holding their own here, especially in these conditions. The conditions almost are neutralizing the advantages that VC might have had at the start of the day. As we've reached we're near the 41st minute mark. And actually, while I'm at it, I guess I might as well check YouTube while I'm here. Let's see. Oh yeah, Chris Paul is on the Spurs now. That's what a really, and we have just been we've just been notified. Ventura County just scored. It's their first goal of the game, 41st minute. It is 1-0. That score will be updated, but we will as oh boy, yeah, Ventura County, their first goal of this game. It's almost like a scene out of a movie considering the wins, but Ventura County, as expected, they have the 1-goal lead. They're looking to make a push not only towards the playoffs, but a U.S. Open Cup position, U.S. Open Cup spot. And oh my goodness, there's the camera. We are back live, baby. Oh, sweet Lord and everything. It's almost like a smoke effect, and it's heading straight for the fans. And well, welcome back, everybody. If you're just joining us, we had a goal in the 41st minute, and now Mother Nature is unleashing her wrath on this stadium here. A significant amount of dust just came into the area, and now chances here. Ventura County protesting, wanting a foul here, but they aren't going to get it. But still chances here for Ventura County. Cross is coming in. Oh my goodness, that ball actually took a sharp turn there. That was the wind that carried that ball straight into the hands of DP as and I'm getting multiple. As we're trying to. No one has been able to confirm who got that goal here. Ball's going to be out of play. Don't know who it's going to go to. But right now it's just, I believe, I don't know if the half is being ended early. Oh, no, everyone's just getting the heck out of Dodge, as you would expect. I believe we are in a lightning delay officially now. Mother Nature has told this game to go screw itself. And now the camera, I don't know if the camera's being put away. From what I'm seeing, it looks like, yeah, the camera is being put away. I'm just getting confirmation from my sources. We are officially in a weather delay. I don't know if the first half will be ended, but let me see. I guess I will have to make an announcement over the PA system. Give me 1 second. Well, I do not know if you are still seeing our screen, but as we are currently in a weather delay. just to update you on the score, it was Ventura County who scored the first goal of this game. It was unfortunately we weren't able to see it due to the fact that the camera unfortunately quite literally bit the dust for a bit. My guess might most likely be one of the two strikers in Marley Edwards or Case Goodman. However, considering the chaos of this game, it wouldn't have surprised me if one of the defenders or midfielders got it. But right now we are in a weather delay. I guess don't go anywhere for now. It is 1-0 Ventura County. I do not know if the half is officially ended or if we will just start play from that 44th minute mark. But as of now, we are in a weather delay. And we will give you any updates when we have them.